I was listening to one of our former students. She's a doctor now. She's talking about situation in Tunisia. Okay, I hope things get better. Yeah, hopefully. Good. You are still holed up in your rooms, still working. I'm not going to talk a lot. Yeah. Last time I left you with some tasks, some language tasks, and we're supposed to work on. Take these two tasks, two language tasks, and we had the writing a plea or an appeal, and I've written a sample for you. I've written a sample for you. I'll give you some tips, some recommendations on how to write a plea or an appeal. Okay, so we start with the first task, which is put the words in brackets into the right tense or form. Yeah, they tell you light your home using the same amount of light for, and have in brackets little money. What would you say? For less money, the comparative form from little is less. So light your home using the same amount of light for less money. An average household dedicates about 5% of its energy budget to and have light. We dedicate to plus verb plus ing, to lighting. Clear? All right, switching to energy efficient lighting is one of the, we have one of plus superlative, one of the fastest ways to cut your energy bills. By replacing your home's 5 most frequent used light, and you have fix. What would you derive from fix? Yeah. So from fix, it's fixture. Fixture. It's F-I-X-T-U-R-E. And fixture is a piece of equipment or furniture. A piece of equipment or furniture. And in British English, it means a sporting event arranged to take place at a particular date. It's a sporting event arranged to take place at a particular event. Good. Or as we said, it's a piece of equipment or furniture. So use light fixtures or bulbs with models that have earned the Energy Star. You can say $45 each year. New lighting standards have taken brackets. So it's the past. Why? Because we have 2012. We have a date of the past, so we use the past. And money saving options such as halogen, incandescent, CFL, and LED light bulbs are available today. For a high quality, and you have in brackets produce, for a high quality products, for with the greatest energy savings, choose bulbs that have earned the Energy Star. You have many, and you have in brackets choose. You have many choices. You have to use the noun form here. You have to use the noun form, and you get choices. You have many choices in energy efficient lighting. The most popular light bulbs available are halogen, incandescent, compact, fluorescent lamps, CFLS, and light and emit diodes. Light emit diodes. We have to form a compound adjective out to the two words, and in general, in a compound adjective, we put the verb in the second position, we put the noun first, and if it is an active compound adjective, we use the ing form, and here it is active. So we would say light hyphen emitting double T-I-N-G diodes. LEDs, although they can, and you have initial, cost more than traditional, they can initially double L-N-Y, cost more than traditional incandescent bulbs. During their lifetime, they save you money because they don't use much energy. You can find these in most hardware and home, and you have in brackets improved stores. So these are called home improvement stores. Home improvement stores. So that was the first task. We move to the second one. As you see, I'm trying to be a bit quick. If you want me to slow down, it's okay. Yesterday I received one of the writings, great, but it was not that clear. And I'm going to correct it today. I'm going to correct it and send you feedback. Don't worry. Yeah, I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to do it and send you feedback. Thank you for the effort. You can send me that on the email if you want. I can give you my email address and send you. That would be better. Clear. Okay. Let's move to second task. Controls such as we have in brackets time and photocells. So the word time, what can you derive from time? Timers. 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 And photocells save electricity by turning lights off when not in use. Yeah, they track your time. They control your time. So they are called a timer because they put the right time. If you need 10 minutes, the device is off after just 10 minutes. That's what you call a timer. It sets the time. Good. Also, we have another thing that dims. To dim is to make it less shining. You dim the light. Before, some people can't sleep in the shining light. They tell you, please try to dim the light. So these are called dimmers. 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 Dimmers save electricity when used to, and we have LOW, low. Low is the adjective. The verb from low is to lower. LOWER, light levels. Be sure to select products that are compatible with the energy efficient bulbs you want. Always want plus to plus verb. Want to use. You want to use. Great. Is it okay? Are you following? So if you don't have the paper, you find the paper on my Facebook. That's lesson 5, I think. Yeah. Okay, I carry on. If you have outdoor lighting that is left, if you have outdoor lighting that is left on for a long time using CFLS or LEDs in these, then you will save a lot of energy. Most pair spoil CFLS can and have in brackets used. They can be used in enclosed accessories that protect them from the weather. CFLS and LEDs are available as floodlights. These models are tested to withstand the rain and snow, so they can be used in exposed devices. Also, look for Energy Star qualified accessories that are in brackets design, so design that's easy, for outdoor use and come with features like automatic daylight, shut off, and motion sensors. Okay, if you want me to repeat that again, I'll be doing this for you. Otherwise, we move to something else. Shall we move to the writing, to get the writing I gave you last time? So you were supposed to write a plea. Yeah? Good. Let me see. Let me check. So a plea. The plea is here. Let me see. Okay. All right. So the plea. Good. It's above. Wait just a minute. I'm sorry for wasting your time, but here it is. Okay, you were given some prompts, yeah, and the instruction was to use the hints to write a 4-line plea to call on people to reduce energy. So here is the plea. Okay, so it must be the other paper. Yeah, so here it is. Good. We start with the recommendations. Do you have the paper with you? Okay. I published this today on my Facebook, and I told you to download it. You can get access to it. So I'll wait for you for a while. So you access this and we correct. So listen to me. So for writing a plea, recommendations on how to write a plea or an appeal. They tell you use a catchy CATCHY or a compelling title to bring the reader to view your appeal in order not to toss out the effort you spent writing it. If you want someone to read your writing, if you want large number of people to read it, have a catchy, a compelling title. You spend some time doing this, yeah, and doing research and I don't know what. and then you want people to read it. So the best thing to do is to bait them. How to bait them? Is by using a catchy or a compelling title. Always leave an air of mystery to arouse the reader's curiosity. Yeah, leave some air of mystery so that people would like to know what's gonna happen, what you are going to talk about, what mystery are you going to reveal, what mystery you are going to puzzle out. Good. Use simple but powerful language. The language should be simple but powerful, not any language. I mean, appropriate, simple, and powerful language. Avoid bland and uninspiring words and phrases. Yeah. Use call to action style, resorting to the use of pronouns and adjectives like you, yourself, you, yours. Involve the reader. Address the reader. That's it. Use shocking figures and a shocking style that gives way to instant reflection. Ask funny or provocative questions. Create a sense of urgency. It's urgent. You need no time to waste. Use phrasal verbs and idioms that can convey a message. It would take a whole paragraph to explain it. Yeah? And the last thing is to use short sentences. So last time I gave you a task. In that task, you were supposed to write a plea or an appeal to reduce energy. And the hints are the following: avoid excessive use energy, unnecessary car journeys, switch off light, unoccupied spaces, encourage use alternative energy, electrical, aeolian, and solar energy, and economic bulbs. Out of this, you were supposed to ask people to reduce energy. Here it is. Good. Burn it up before it burns you off. What that thing that's gonna burn you off? You need to burn it up first. I see the air of mystery in the title. Wouldn't you like to know that? Read then. You don't need to ruminate long before you burn your habit of excessively using energy up. Get rid of it. Destroy it completely. Little things like avoiding unnecessary car journeys and switching off the light in any unoccupied space, or taking a move to use an economic bulbs, can significantly reduce your power bills. A further and not less important step to take to benefit yourself, your family, and the nation as a whole is to resort to alternative solar, electrical, or aeolian energy. The sooner you make the move, the better. You see? So, I try to respect all the instructions I gave, all the recommendations. You see the air of mystery, you see the short sentences, use the powerful language, yeah? You see the use of idioms. So, all of these have been respected in that sample. Okay, before, I remind you, we've worked on how to develop a text out of spidergram, how to develop a text out of a title, how to mend broken sentences, dehydrated sentences. Remember that? Good. Now we are left with the open-ended dialogue and the biography, and I said we will be doing this maybe next session, the section before. So today we are going to start lesson 5, and we'll be left with just two lessons, and we'll be done with the book, with the program. Okay, great. Now we go back to the beginning of today's papers, today's session, and we had a task. We had a task to review our irregular verbs. I was used to giving you verbs, and you were supposed to provide me with the past and past participle. But in today's task, I'm going to provide you with a table. In that table are many mistakes, and you have to correct the mistakes. Okay, if there are no mistakes, you keep it as it is. All right. So off we go. The base form have lie, the simple past lay, and the past participle played. Is that correct? Yeah. Absolutely. So lie, lay, and lain. Lain. Now, arise. I wrote arise, arose, arose. That's correct? I wait for your answers. Yes, they might appear on the screen. Arise, arose, arose. Yeah, that's it. It's a reason. Arise, arose, a reason. Yeah, ARISEN. Then, beat, beated, and beated. Is that correct? Is that correct? Beat, beat, and beaten. So, same base form and simple past forms, but the past participle is different. It's beaten. Beat, beat, and beaten. BEATEN. Then hide. The past is hid. HID. And the past participle is hidden. HIDDEN. Then we have draw, drew, and drawn. DRAW. You correct? Drew, DRAW. That's the base form. The past is DREW. The past participle is DRAWN. DRAWN. So draw, drew, drawn. Fight. Here on the table, we have fighted and fought. It's wrong. Yeah, fight, fought, and fought. FOUGHT. Now, after that, you have shoot, shotted, and shotten. It's wrong. So shoot, shot, shot. Sue. We have sue and soon. It's wrong. So we have sue. The past is sued. SEWED. And the past participle is soon. SEWN. It's correct there. Shrink. I gave you shrank and shrunk, which is wrong, of course. It's an irregular verb. Shrink, shrank with A, and shrunk with U. But we can also write shrunk in the simple past with U. The other possibility is either with A or with U, the simple past. But the past participle is definitely is with you. Is with you. SHRUN and K. Spin, spun, and spun. SPUN. Spit, spat, and spat. Not spit, spat, spitten. It's spit, spat, spat. SPAT, correct. Spring, sprang with A, and the past is a sprung, so it's correct. Spring, sprang, and sprung. And the last one, tear, tore, torn. Tear, tore, and torn. Tear, tore, and torn. TORN. Okay, so that's the end of that task on irregular verbs. Now, next task is this. Let me check. Check. Yeah. Here I am. Good. Now, you are supposed to provide task 2 in today's lesson. Alright, synonyms, equivalent, or explain the following words. Some typing mistakes. Yeah. Alright, synonyms, equivalent, or explain the following words. I'm trying to correct the spelling mistakes and send you again this copy. Okay? Alright. Good. So, today we are going to start lesson 5, I think, of the book. On the book it's lesson 6, but in fact in the program it's lesson 5. It's lesson 5, which is urban exodus. It's urban exodus. It's about how many people are moving from big cities to the countryside. It's a phenomenon, it's a trend in many European countries. Many people are fleeing the urban areas, the big cities, the big towns, and moving to the villages, to rural areas. We'll see why, the reasons behind that, and try to understand it. Clear? But to start with, let's cover the vocabulary of this unit. Let's cover the vocabulary of this unit. Good. So the task says, write synonyms, equivalents, or say the following words. More likely. What does more likely mean? Can you explain? More likely means, more probably. And less likely means less probably. Then we have to outlive. Outlive is to live longer. To live longer. Yes. For example, I don't know, people in the village outlive those who live in big they live longer those who live in big cities. All right. Then we have peak level. Peak level means the highest level. The highest level. Drop, fall, go down, decline, collapse. Yes. Level out. Level out means to stop going up. To stop going up. That's level out. Or we can write leveling or leveled with double L or just one L. There are two possibilities. Leveling, L-E-V-E-L-L-I-N-G, or just it ends in one L and I-N-G. It's either double L-I-N-G or one L double L-I-N-G or one L-I-N-G. And we have also to level off. To level off means to approach or reach a steady rate. To approach or reach a steady rate or amount. To stabilize, yes, that's it. That's the right equivalent. Yeah, good. Booming means to boom means to grow, to explode in number. Yeah, good. A decade. A decade means a period of 10 years. A period of 10 years. That's a decade of century, 100 years. Millennium means 1,000 years, and the plural of millennium is millennia. Good. A decade means 10 years. Now, vibrant city. It means lively, vibrant and lively. Yeah. Life expectancy. Life expectancy is the number of years one is likely to live or one is expected to live. Yeah. That's life expectancy. Then we have deterioration. In fact, to deteriorate is to become inferior in quality. To become inferior in quality. To worsen. To get worse. That's to deteriorate. And then deterioration. Urban. Something urban, something that relates to things in big towns. Things related to big towns, big cities. That's urban. And the opposite of urban is rural. Rural means the things that are related to villages. Yeah. I have Exodus. It reminds me of Bob Marley's song. You know Bob Marley's songs, Exodus, movement of the people. In fact, Exodus means mass departure of people. Mass departure of people, migration. Yeah, that's Exodus. Exodus. Yeah. So Bob Marley said, Exodus, movement of the people, of the song. All right, good. Then we have the word to flock. To flock is to move in large numbers. And you know the proverb, birds of a feather flock together. It means birds of the same feather flock together. So birds of a feather flock together. They move in large numbers together. All right. So that's the most important vocabulary, the new vocabulary, the vocabulary there has been focus on, or there is focus on in this text, which is urban exodus. And I told you that it is about, so that's page 218. 218. You can read it, you can do the tasks at home, try to understand it. And I'll be giving you consolidation tasks and recall tests about this in the next session. Now let's move to something different. As I said, I don't want to be long so that you don't get bored. Yeah. And be hopeful, be optimistic. The situation is not that worse as many people say. Yes, people are given a dark image of what's happening outside. It's not true. Things are going to improve. So keep being holed up and things will improve in 1 or 2 weeks. And tomorrow is a better day. Life is good, believe me. Great. So fill in the blanks with words from the box. Here are the words. Whereas, to, deserted, author, myriad, which, altered, sparsely, urban, filling, researcher, shaken, and whose. So these are the words. You have a new word, myriad. Myriad means a number of people or things. A countless or a large number. It's a countless or extremely great number of people or things. That's a myriad. Myriad, pronounce it, yeah? I repeat, myriad means a countless or extremely great or large number of people. Yeah, that's a myriad. Good. The words, you have them there, and you have the blanks. I know whether you've worked on this or not. Yeah? If you haven't, you are supposed to have done. You are supposed to have done. Yeah? Shall we do the task together? That's it. Okay. Let's go. Try to help me. Send me your answer, your suggestions. 1 in every 4 people in France wants to leave the city for the countryside. That's a topic sentence. Now we are going to develop that. 1 in every 4 people in France wants to leave the city for the countryside. More and more of us are making the dream move. And according to INSEE, populated communities gained. Yeah? What word to use? Populated. Yeah? Sparsely. Yeah? Sparsely populated communities gained 104,000 inhabitants in 2014. Whereas, the blanks, next blank, whereas, because there's a contrast, we are comparing, big cities lost 114,000, signaling the end of 2 years of urban migration. Sorry, I skipped a line. 200 years of urban migration. So after 200 years, of 2 centuries, people are going back to the countryside instead of flocking to urban areas, to big cities. It's a new trend, in fact. Towns and villages, but mainly to western and southern France, and the Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes regions. Yeah, these are French regions, in fact. Once empty, villages are now up again. What are they up again? Yeah, they are filling up again. To filling up again, yeah, being populated. But according to Eric Shaw, Director of Research at the ENTPE School of Civil Environmental and Urban Engineering in Vaux-en-Velin, and of La Revanche des Villages. So La Revanche des Villages, it's a book. And is it a researcher? We can't say the researcher of, but the publisher of. That means the author of La Revanche des Villages, Renaissance Rurale or Rural Renaissance. Cities are dispersing into a of small villages. We said large number, countless number, a myriad of small villages, large villages and small cities, and towns, which form what he refers to as suburban villages. So the word you have to use here before form is which form what he refers to as suburban village. The newly repopulated villages embody the extension of urban city lifestyle to the countryside, with landscapes, sometimes with the appearance of a new standalone. Yeah. Altered. Good. That's it. It's altered with the appearance of new standalone houses, shopping malls, and business parks. Social geography is being shaken up, with the working class now tending to live in city centers and the middle class in suburban villages. So that was it. That was the correction of task 2. Task 3. Now we move to task 4. Yeah, I'm going to give you it consists in that. In fact, in completing unfinished words, give you the first or 2 or 3 letters. I mean the beginning of a word, and you are supposed to find the rest to complete the word, putting 1 letter at each dot. Clear? Great. So, central to countryside gentrification, neo-rurals and rural urbans aren't farmers, but a word with R and A, then 4 letters. But I'm waiting for you to write it. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Rather, but rather, middle class managers and administrative. A word with MP, EMP, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 letters. Yeah, it's employees. Employees. They are PRIM, primarily, but not exclusively, young adults between the age of 30 and 45 that have young children and have been, a word in 3 letters, FOR. You are left with 3 dots. They are forced. They are forced out of cities due to, a word in FIN, due to financial. That's it, financial difficulties. What they want more than anything is to get away from city centers. Yeah. They have had enough of stress, noise and pollution, and want more living. 5-letter word. I mean, two letters are missing. Space. At less expensory, with a better quality of life, generally in keeping with their environmental. It was with VA. Yeah. Yes. With the development of digital technology. Yes. Variety. That's it, digital technology. The rise in remote working is to neo-rurals who are committed to changing their lifestyle. Co-working spaces in Auvergne and Perche are thriving as a result. So THR, and you complete thriving. They're doing well, they're progressing. Yes, good. So that was the second task. The fourth task today. All right, before leaving you, I'm going to give you guide writing. And a productive one. So for the guided, use the chart below to write a short 5-line text about the origin and figures of immigrants to Germany in 2017. Yeah? So use the chart below to write a short 5-line text about the origin and figures of immigrants to Germany in 2017. So you have the document, the chart below. Yeah. And then the productive writing, it tells you, unlike Europe, more and more people are flocking to big cities and leaving their native villages. Write a 12-line article to cast light on the reason why the governments have so far failed to contain that flow. Yeah. Shall I repeat that again? Unlike Europe, more and more people are flocking to big cities and leaving their native villages. Write a 12-line article to cast light on the reasons why the governments have so far failed to contain that flow. So, I'll be meeting you not tomorrow, but the day after. Tomorrow, Thursday, I think. So Friday, we'll be meeting to deal with lesson 6. And to give you more material, more consolidation tasks, to see how far and how much you've retained, how far you've gone with your revision, and how much you've retained out of the things we are suggesting. So keep working, keep having fun, and we meet in 2 days. In 2 days we'll be meeting at the same time, around 7-7:05 minutes. Okay. See you and bye. Yes, sleep tight and have the best of luck, have the best of fun. Bye. Good. Essa foi, já posso, tra aqui ver. Essa foi,